14 November is World Diabetes Day. It's not just a date on the calendar, it's a global call to action. Now, since 1994, when the World Health Organization founded World Diabetes Day, it has stood as a powerful reminder of the rising threat of diabetes, and this year's theme of breaking barriers, bridging gaps carries an urgent message. We need diabetes care that's equitable, accessible and effective for everyone, regardless of where they live or what they earn. In 2022, the World Health Organization endorsed 5 global diabetes coverage targets to be achieved by 2031. That 80% of people with diabetes are diagnosed. 2. 80% of people with diagnosed diabetes have good control of glycemia. 3. 80% of people with diagnosed diabetes have good control over blood pressure. 4. 60% of people living with diabetes for 40 years or more receive statins. And 5. 100% of people with type 1 diabetes have access to affordable insulin and blood glucose self-monitoring. These statistics are staggering. In a world where diabetes impacts more than 400 million people and claims 1.5 million lives every year, the stakes have never been higher. Those numbers are not just data points, they are real people facing a real crisis. For those living with diabetes, it's much more than just blood sugar levels. It's about battling blindness, kidney failure, heart disease, and even amputation. Now, Novo Nordisk is a pharmaceutical giant whose name has been cropping up frequently of late. Its diabetes medication has long been a mainstay, but lately they are known for something else: weight loss drugs that have taken the world by storm. You need to understand what's happening here. An anti-diabetes drug is becoming popular as a weight loss drug. So much so that some celebrities are taking to it in a big way. US stand-up comedian and actor Amy Schumer, US billionaire Elon Musk, US actor Kathy Bates, and another US actor Whoopi Goldberg, they've all openly admitted to using Ozempic or similar drugs for weight loss. Novo Nordisk Wegovy, originally a diabetes drug that was designed to help control blood sugar and slow the digestion, has been capturing the attention of the world as a potent weight loss solution. Now, people from all walks of life are queuing up to try it, and its sales are skyrocketing. Its sales are up 79% this year. It's a testament to both demand and trust that patients place on new solutions for weight management. Sales of Wegovy totaled $2.5 billion in the third quarter, ahead of the $15.9 billion expected by an analyst in a company-compiled consensus, and up 48% from the previous quarter. The company sees even more growth on the horizon, with plans to launch Wegovy in India. The company's India Managing Director Vikrant Shrotriya expects high demand and acceptance in the country. Though the company is still evaluating the pricing, he is confident that the price-sensitive Indian market will be able to afford it. He says that the Indian government's support is crucial to raise awareness about obesity as a chronic disease, a message underscored in a 2022 Novo Nordisk-funded study on India's obesity landscape. So what are Ozempic and Wegovy? Let me explain it for you. Ozempic is a medicine to manage type 2 diabetes. It's an injectable prescription drug. It helps to lower the blood sugar by helping the pancreas produce more insulin. And it can lead to an average weight loss of 6 kilograms in 40 weeks, that is about 10 months. Now, Ozempic is known generically as semaglutide. It was approved in 2017 by the United States Food and Drug Administration for use in adults with type 2 diabetes. In 2021, the US FDA approved of another injectable semaglutide called Wegovy. Now, Wegovy is useful for chronic weight management in adults with obesity and with at least one weight-related condition such as high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes or high cholesterol. So no doubt they offer potential benefits. For instance, studies have found that the medications which were first approved to treat type 2 diabetes can also make it easier to lose weight. And even those who don't lose weight show improved kidney health and heart health, thereby reducing the risk of stroke or cardiac arrest. But questions remain. Could these diabetes drugs be more than just blood sugar balancers? Could they redefine pain relief for conditions made worse by obesity? Are they a sustainable answer or just a quick fix? How effective are they really in the long term? And how do we manage their side effects? So beware, what you need to understand is this: Ozempic is not, I repeat, not a weight loss magic pill. On the contrary, it's a prescribed medicine with specific uses and potential side effects such as gastrointestinal or other stomach-related issues, nausea, vomiting, bloating, gallbladder stones, and increase in the heart rate. Now, before we proceed any further, a quick word about the company in question. Novo Nordisk is a pharmaceutical company based in Denmark. As I said before, its main product is the drug semaglutide. Now, semaglutide is used to treat diabetes, and the drug is sold under the brand names of Ozempic and Rybelsus, and it is also sold under the brand name of Wegovy for combating obesity. Wegovy and Ozempic mimic a hormone that regulates appetite and blood sugar. Demand for these medicines has turned Novo Nordisk into one of the largest pharma companies in the world today. Now, the company is working on a sequel. It's developing an even more potent obesity and diabetes treatment called CagriSema. Yet the story is not all that rosy. With Wegovy's popularity comes a dark side: shortages, price hikes, and even counterfeit copies hitting the market, all of which creates health risks in regulated areas such as the US. The high demand has led to an unexpected challenge: compounded versions appearing in pharmacies. It's a worrying trend that Novo Nordisk is fighting to control. That's not all. Novo Nordisk says it's aware of reports of 10 deaths and 100 hospitalizations of people who had taken compounded copies of its weight loss and diabetes drugs. Now, just so you know, a compounded drug is not made by companies that make US FDA-approved versions of the medicines. It's made by other companies. So compounded versions can be risky because they are not regulated as closely and are not US FDA approved. As Novo Nordisk CEO puts it, I'm really puzzled that in a market like the US, which is a trusted, regulated market, you can actually inject yourself with a liquid product that is not regulated or approved or inspected. Now, scientists have their fair share of concerns too. They want to know more about how these drugs impact muscle loss. In a new commentary for a medical journal, The Lancet, scientists warn that there is not enough research on how muscles are affected by these drugs. Now, just over a year ago, New Zealand intercepted batches of injectable medicines that were manufactured by a little-known company in, take a guess, Bangladesh. The injectable pens contain semaglutide, a patented substance which is the key ingredient in Novo Nordisk drugs, Ozempic and Wegovy. The market for such weight loss treatments, which Novo Nordisk is targeting with anti-obesity treatment Wegovy, is forecast to reach $150 billion by the early 2030s. A Reuters report says 6 little-known companies, 4 of which are based in Asia, manufacture semaglutide-based medicines and ship their products overseas. At least 3 of these firms imported the key ingredient from, guess, China. Now, Novo Nordisk has told Reuters that it is the only approved manufacturer of semaglutide globally and that it could not vouch for the safety or effectiveness of products claiming to contain semaglutide made by other manufacturers. Even though Novo Nordisk semaglutide is protected by international licenses, countries such as Bangladesh and Laos, which are classified as least developed nations by the UN, enjoy exemptions from industry patent rules. Meanwhile, an unexpected finding has emerged. Wegovy is not just about shedding pounds. Studies are now exploring its effects on pain, specifically knee osteoarthritis pain. It's a common ailment for people with diabetes who struggle with weight management. The results have sparked interest and optimism in equal measure. So, in conclusion, let me just say that some people argue that the effectiveness of Wegovy and similar drugs such as Ozempic is short-lived without lifestyle changes. They say that weight can return if users do not adopt healthier habits. But Novo Nordisk is banking on the belief that these drugs offer a lifeline to those who haven't found much success with traditional weight loss methods. It's a bittersweet irony that while some countries struggle to manage diabetes effectively, others are flooded with new costly treatment options. This year's theme for World Diabetes Day reminds us of these discrepancies and calls for action to bridge these gaps. Now, diabetes may be a chronic condition, but equitable access to quality care should not be a hindrance. So on World Diabetes Day, let's raise awareness, push for accountability, and continue the journey towards a world where diabetes does not have to be a barrier to a full, healthy life.